Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. In today's video we are going to remove some bugs from GameMaker Tower Defense template, which we have downloaded and imported into GameMaker, and when we tried to run the game to test play it, the game didn't work. It gave us some errors, compile errors, and we can see them in this tab here. Seven of those errors. The same principle which I'm going to use today I was using 9 months ago when I was importing and test playing the Windy Woods template also from GameMaker Studio, also buggy. That one was platformer, this one is tower defense today, but no big difference. Both of those are buggy, have bugs, and it seems GameMaker company didn't solve those yet. So if you download import template from their official GameMaker marketplace store, maybe you will have some of those errors or similar. So if you have watched the GameMaker Windy Woods, I think, run problem video, almost 20 minutes long, I explained the same principle there. So we want to find these bugs, these objects which may have the bugs, and then isolate them, block them, pause them, put them under the ice so they're not usable for our game, but also not making errors. That's the whole idea. If you know how to do it or have watched the previous video with Windy Woods, you don't have to watch this one. So let's do it. Again, this can be maybe a little bit longer, but I have no smarter or faster idea, especially for beginners, how to do it if you want to test the game and the game has some bugs. And also because I'm not using the GameMaker drag and drop visual block style in my games, so probably there are some faster ways to do it, but I don't know them right now. If I do find out something in future, I will show it for you. Okay, so first of all, what you want to do is when you test play this game, you will see GameMaker starts to compile it, starts to tries to run it, but it has some problems with it. It cannot export it, and it says eventually, it says, okay, I have found 7 of those errors. They are compiling errors, compile errors. So because of those, I cannot compile the game. I cannot pack the game into from your coding language into something executable, something which players can play. So you have to solve those errors or delete them, find them, do whatever you want with them, just remove them so I can then probably compile this into something playable. So that's what we are going to do, and good thing is that we have very precise list here from GameMaker. Programmers made this console window with lots of options, so you can find errors or track them, isolate them, break the game into some steps to find them easier, and especially when the game is more complex. In our this example here, it's relatively simple. We have some kind of object, so you can read object. Okay, so first idea would be to find that object here in assets browser. So I'm not going to look for the fonts, for the rooms, scripts. No, why? Because errors are on objects. So let's click on objects, and we have folders here, which is great. That means that objects are all grouped into folders by some logic of programmers, but again they are closed. We have to open and find exact ones which we are looking for. Let's start with the first one, which says obj pop-up game won event. So we want to find some obj pop-up game won. Maybe it's buttons. I'm checking out the buttons. No, so I'm closing it. It doesn't make sense that it is enemies because it says obj pop-up game won. That must be a button or HUD. Maybe HUD is heads up display, short name for heads up display, also graphic user interface and user interface objects. So we are looking for obj pop-up game. Obj pop-up game won. Yeah, here it is. So double click on it and open it. And I have to pause this video because I have okay, continuing with this. So let's finally do something concrete. So the whole idea here is, as I said before, to try to block this problem, at least for now, some kind of to pause it, to stop it from making harm to GameMaker, if you can think in that way. And that's not very smart or very usual in terms of professional game development. They because those informations which we got from console window are very precise. They say there is an error and they say exactly at which line. At line 79 you have comma dot expected instead of what's the word for this, comma or bracket. Same with other errors. You always have some kind of help from GameMaker or other engines to give you where the error is and what is expected from game engine. So you know where to find it and at least some possible option which is expected, so you know how to change it. I said mostly because again this is not 100% bulletproof. We'll see that in future videos, but problem here with GameMaker GML drag and drop blocks is that I don't have those line numbers. If I was using GML classical code with typing, I would have all those lines numbers here on my left side, 1 2 3 and so on. Here I only have blocks, so I don't have number of the line. Here should be, for example, 1, then this sprite would be 2, frame would be 3, 4 and so on. So I can maybe try to count those, but I don't think that's very smart. So the thing which I'm going to do here is that I'm going to disable everything in this object. So obj pop-up game 1 draw GUI begin. Yeah, I'm in it. There are, yeah, that's what I didn't emphasize. Yeah, if you zoom into object obj pop-up game 1 where the error is, you can see that error is in event draw GUI begin. So it's not in draw, it's not in draw GUI, it's in draw GUI begin. So don't pick any of other events. You can have like 5, 10, 50 events. You want to find the one exact which has the error. So again, just disabling everything to see what will happen. Maybe those errors should disappear. Maybe some new will pop up. Who knows? Sometimes that happens. So I have disabled whole of this code here. So later, maybe later in development, I can come back and go one by one, enable it, check it, see if there are errors and so on. The whole idea here is just to start the game. So I have the first two errors, obj pop-up game 1. 7 in total. Let me now restart, run, and see how many errors now. I hope there will be 2 less. I hope 5 in total, but who knows, because I have disabled the obj pop-up game won draw GUI begin. Okay, great, so I have 5 of those now. So this approach works. Just disable everything where this error is, at least for now. Okay, so this guy here is finished. I can click on X to close it. Let's find another one. Obj pop-up game lost event is here. Obj pop-up game lost. Click to open it. In which event? In event draw GUI begin at line 69. I cannot see number for the lines, so I'm going to disable it all of those. Maybe there is let me try this. No, there isn't. Like click and drag and maybe close all, delete event. No, I don't want to do that. Maybe I will need it later. Okay, this is relatively fast, and these kind of moments, as I said before, just right clicking, disabling, and although it sounds and looks stupid and slow and annoying, those things are common in IT, not only game development but IT also, because bugs are necessary. Yeah, you will have them, like it or not, and sometimes you just want to put them under the rug, as we are doing it right now. So we can, yeah, 4. So this one is finished. Yeah, imagine that you have some kind of presentation for your sponsor, or for some guy, investor, who wants to invest in your company, in your game, like a pitch or something like that. You want to make a presentation for him and the game doesn't work, so you just want to, okay, let's just remove these bugs the way, anyway, you know, so this thing works, and later we will fix them. That's what we are doing now. Okay, next one, I will choose this obj pop-up pause event at event draw GUI begin. Okay, same thing, function called disable if expression draw. I think this will work. Let me test it, and after that I think 2 more banner and okay, 3 more errors, 2 more objects. This one was finished. Next one is obj wave banner event draw GUI. This one is relatively short. Disable 1, 2, 3, 4, and after that test it to see if it works. I think 1 more error, and this last one is on some obj tower. Okay, great. So 1 more to go, I think, and I hope so. obj tower parent event. I have to find that one first. It's not in HUD or buttons. So it's tower, probably in towers and buttons. Tower buttons, tower parent event. Parent, yeah, obj tower parent. Great, it's under the towers and buttons folder, then init towers folder, then init obj tower parent. So I need to find event. Which one? Event user event 0. Okay, so you see it's not in the create, it's not in the begin, draw, left release, user event 1. No, I need user event 0. I need to zoom out. Oops. If exit function call play audio, and maybe, just maybe, now our game should start. Maybe it won't be fully playable, but at least you can start it and you have learned how to disable blocks to remove bugs. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, great. Play, quit, play. Oh, great. Start. So let you have to double check it. What is this? One first wave, probably 10. Okay, I don't see. Yeah, it's shooting actually. You have predefined places as always for towers. I don't hear sound, maybe because it's because of my speakers. Yeah, it seems it works, which is great. It looks great. I love the graphic style. I hope this helps some people stay in game development and learn. Yes, so I can now, no, I cannot alter these, but I can add new and then start the new wave. Don't worry, I'm not going to play it. Anyway, yeah, as I said, I hope this will help some people stay in game development, because these errors and bugs and let me save this, they are killing the game developers, beginners who don't have nerves, times, practice, knowledge to remove them, to find them, and they give up easily, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I have seen, as I said before, not only GameMaker but also Unity, Unreal do not understand that first impact, and how much it takes for beginner to have everything working from the start and as simple as possible. And that's why I am making these tutorials also and trying to make them as simple as possible. That takes time, and that also takes time for me to make it, but also takes time for you to watch it, because these videos are longer and probably more boring, also because I'm not editing them or making some flash effects. But on the long term, that's how you learn and how you will get involved. The more you learn basic stuff and ugly stuff, and work with prototypes, and not much aiming and striving for the finished polished games, but instead of learning the basics, the mechanics, the logic behind game engines, game development, you are safe, you are progressing, and that's most important. Most of the people give up because of that. They don't see clear progress, they don't see step-by-step improvement in their development, their games, their artwork, whatever they make. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in next one. I will try to make those videos more often in future, I hope. Bye for now.